Hello and welcome back to the Opening Kickoff, your new favorite show to watch every single Thursday. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an episode every single Thursday at noon so you don't miss our game picks or anything like that. How are you doing today, co-host?
Oh, Blue! She's such a... Yeah, you're jealous because you're not good enough for the bid. This week, I had a great week. I went 11-2. Maddox went 9-4. It's now a 6-point game. It was 11.
No, it was 9.
No, it was 11 at one point, though.
I don't think it was. I think it was 9.
It was
There's
11.
No
I
way
swear it was 11
There's
at a point.
no
I
way
swear it
11.
was.
I will go back and watch every episode before I admit it was 11.
So I went 11-2, which puts my overall record at 116-82. You went 9-4 to put you at 122-76. I got Jets Dolphins wrong. Came down. I honestly, Rodgers sells
Every time one of us picks Rodgers, he sells.
Well, yeah, because that's all he's done all year.
Yeah.
And then Bills Rams, we both got wrong.
Dude, oh my God, that game was sick, dude. I fell asleep, took a nap during most of it because I think the Rams were up 35-10 at some point.
Yeah.
And I remember I kept telling you, dude, the Bills are going to find a way to win this game. They did not. But what a sick game. Josh Allen, I think he, broke the record for all-time fantasy points put up by a quarterback or something crazy. He put up, 50.
And that's why I didn't make fucking playoffs.
Yeah, shout out Josh Allen.
And I still was only 0.4 points away.
Did you make playoffs in either league?
I did in
the family league?
But in the friend league, I didn't, and Annie, he did. Annie's going to beat you. I'm going to do the math, though, to see, if I would have actually won if T. Higgins got 4 more yards.
Yeah, dude, T. Higgins didn't do shit. He was out there doing cardio.
Yeah, literally. Okay, and then Seahawks, Cardinals, you got wrong.
Both times they played, I picked the Cardinals, and Kyler played like shit both times, dude. The Cardinals do the same shit every year. They start off and look like a really good team, and then they just decline, and that's what's happening again. Screw the Cardinals.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew the Seahawks were going to win. Packers, Lions.
I was so close.
It's hard, but you can't really be.
I know. I still lost. I'm not, don't get me wrong, but I was so close.
I know they gave me your close on Chargers, Chiefs. Yeah. I fell asleep because I was so.
I got to feel what you felt whenever you picked the Broncos, except yours was worse, definitely, when you picked the Broncos. But it was I'm watching that kick, and I'm like, dude, please miss it. And then, I see it going up. I'm like, holy shit, he missed. Hear the loudest thud of all time when it hits the upright and just goes in, of course.
All right, you want to get into yays and nays of the week?
I think the yay's obvious. We were both in Minnesota this Sunday, watched the game, and we picked the perfect game to go to. First half was close. I think it was 21-21 going into half. And then we scored 21 unanswered in the second half. Absolutely beautiful. Jay Jettas went for 2 tuds. Jordan Addison went for 3. Sam Darnold had an MVP type of game. That was insane. Coolest experience of my life.
I've seen so many posts about it.
I know, me too. Every time I see one of the clips, I'm like, damn, I was there live.
I was there.
And I have a friend who sent me the celebration, the
Sam Darnold one?
No, the white chicks one.
Oh,
I was like, I saw that live.
And
then my nay, I don't know. I guess just getting game picks wrong. I don't even know. It was a good week. Yeah,
my is the exact same. The Vikings game was 10 out of 10 fun, even though I was stressing the Bucs game during it. But the Bucs win. Bucs now winning the NFC South. All my Bucs fans who watch week to week, hopefully
and shout out Sam Darnold for helping y'all out too.
Yeah, shout out.
And shout out Kirk for helping y'all out because he was ass.
Remember when I was saying the 2018 quarterback class could be the Final Four?
It really could.
It really can't because odds are not.
Baker and Sam Darnold probably play in the first round.
Yeah.
Unless, dude, I need the Lions to lose this week. Just please lose. It would be so sick if we could get the 1 seed.
And then my nay? Yeah, my nay is going to be that fucking Jets-Dolphins game, dude. The Jets had the chance, and that would have given me 2 more games.
That's how I felt the Jets-Seahawks game. The Jets-Seahawks game is worse, too, though, because the Seahawks started off trying to give the Jets every opportunity to win, and they just blew it away. Rodgers actually played good. The Seahawks just got the Dolphins just got the ball in overtime and did what they do.
All right, let's get into game picks for the week. Thursday night, Rams 49ers. I am rocking the Rams jersey. I circled Rams, but I can't even show you my paper over there. I meant to do 49ers. I'm going 49ers.
I actually also picked the 49ers. I think as of right now, the Rams are a better team. I just think the Rams have won a little bit too much. It's time for Stafford to do some Stafford-ish things, and the 49ers have been losing too much, and it's time for the 49ers to do some 49ers thing. I don't know. This just feels like a 49ers win to me.
Yeah, and the 49ers win this. They're back on track for that division.
Yep.
Commanders, Saints, pretty easy. I think we both got Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders take that one.
Chiefs, Brown.
Chiefs take that one. The noon games suck.
Yeah, Bengals, Titans.
I have the final score to that game, 41-20.
That's so funny. Dolphins, Texans. Who do you
The
got?
only good game of the noon slate, which we will once again be at.
We'll be there.
Oh, I'm so excited. I do have the Dolphins taking it, and I really hope the Dolphins win because we are going to be able to
as Dolphins fans.
We're going to be there with my friend Zach, who's a Dolphins fan, and I want him to get to experience
Are you rocking a Dolphins jersey?
Yeah, probably.
I'm rocking a Dolphins jersey.
I have a Jalen Waddle jersey, so I'll probably just wear that
I'm
one.
going to wear my Tua jersey.
But I hope the Dolphins win a lot, and I do think they're going to win. The Texans just haven't been impressive. And the Dolphins, I think, have been somewhat impressive other than their game on Thanksgiving. And it's an indoor stadium. As long as it's not cold and outside, the Dolphins will be fine.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins as well. I can see the Texans winning, but I'm not going to, like, pick them when I'm going to go watch them and root for them.
Exactly.
Like, that's so dumb. All right, next game, Ravens, Giants. Both got Ravens.
Yeah, that score, I have 41-17. I don't even know if they'll put it 17.
This one's going to be fun. Jets, Jaguars. Who do you got?
I do have the Jets. The Jags did beat the Titans, but Mac Jones threw 2 interceptions to Will Levis's 0. I don't know how they managed to win that game. I wasn't watching because I was at the Viking Stadium, but there's a
yeah, we didn't watch
any
of these noon games.
Yeah,
the last noon games.
We didn't, but there's highlights and shit like that peeped in, and I don't know how the Jags managed to win this game. The Jets played very good last week. It just wasn't good enough, but against the Jaguars team like this, I think it will be. Rodgers will have another good week, but it'll actually be enough to win this time.
And I got the Jets as well. Last game for the noon slate. Cowboys versus Panthers.
Dude, this is actually going to be a good game. Panthers made it a game against the Chiefs, made it a game against the Eagles. I have the Panthers winning this game. I think the Cowboys are very capable of losing. Their defense has not been playing very good this season. Also, can we talk about how the Cowboys managed to lose themselves the game by blocking a punt?
Yeah, that is.
You block a punt, you manage to lose off of it. That was crazy. But I do have the Panthers winning 24-21. I think we're in for another Bryce Young masterclass, and they're going to squeak this one.
I got the Panthers as well, but I could easily see the Cowboys pulling it off. But I see it as well. Like, the Cowboys are slipping up games. They don't have their quarterback. The Panthers are they're so close to winning, and the Cowboys suck.
And they're very close to winning against very good teams. I don't think the Cowboys are a good team this year, so that's just. Did you see that Jonathan Brooks tore his ACL again?
That's
so sad.
Thank God they got
I think they
Hubbard.
said, I think the number is he's torn it twice in 13 months.
That sucks.
That is so sad. He just got to start playing off his torn ACL and he tore it again. That
dude.
sucks so bad.
All right, 325. Bucks versus Chargers. We both got the Buccaneers. Do your homework.
Yeah, I honestly don't really know who's going to win this game. If I'm being completely honest, I picked the Bucks because I knew you would, and I really don't feel like getting another loss in a game that I really don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
If I don't know how long J.K. Dobbins is supposed to be out. He might be back, but if he's not back, I don't think the Chargers win this game. Their run game's just not the same without him. And I don't know. I think Baker's going to play good.
Baker,
Yeah, don't say that.
he's playing injured. So let's see. Hopefully he balls out. Colts, Broncos. You were in between. I got the Broncos. I could see the Colts because they can win out to make the playoffs, and I could see them slipping up right here, then winning out and barely missing the playoffs. Kind of how I see it.
Yeah, I really sat here thinking about this game for a long time because I really wanted to pick the Colts. I really see a world where the Colts win this game, but I'm just going to go with the safe pick and take the Broncos at home, 27-21 over the Colts.
Patriots, Cardinals. We both got Cardinals. Do your homework.
Yeah, I don't think they'll win by a lot, though. I have 23-17.
Bills, Lions. Who did you decide on?
Holy shit, this is going to be such a good game. I need the Bills to win. I want the Bills to win. I'm taking the Bills in a shootout, 38-37 over the Lions. Dude, the Lions obviously have a good chance of winning, but I think really either team could win this game, even with how good the Lions have been playing. The Bills
This
have been playing
potential
damn
Super
good
Bowl
too.
matchup.
I hope that would be a 6 Super Bowl.
So
but
this
Bills,
is gonna be a great game.
please win so the Vikings can have a chance at the division and the 1 seed, please.
Yeah, I got the Bills as well. I honestly thought you were going to pick the Lions. Steelers, Eagles.
This was another toss-up. I did pick the Eagles. I thought about picking the Steelers, and here's why. Last week we saw how the Eagles struggled passing the ball, and I think the Steelers are very capable of stopping the run. Saquon's a whole different story. I'm sure he'll still do good, but not as good as he has against these other teams. And if they're not able to pass the ball against the Steelers defense, I don't think it'll work out. But I think Jalen Hurts will bounce back, have a good game, and I think they'll take it over the Steelers by a very small margin.
I got the Eagles as well. We're not going to have one game different this week.
We haven't had a single one
We
yet?
haven't had one different game.
That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, because you've been a little pussy this week.
We have the same picks.
Well, yeah, but you're like, I'm going to go with the safe pick. I'm going to go with the safe pick.
Okay, but that means you
I'll
also
go with
went
the
with
safe
that means you also went with the safe pick if we have the
No,
same picks.
we just both know ball. How about that?
Hey,
She was agreeing. All right, Packers, Seahawks. I got the Packers.
I also have the Packers. I think this will actually be a close game. Seahawks have been playing good ball, but I just don't think Seahawks compete that well with like really, really good teams.
But the
And I think-
12th man is always a factor.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, the Packers played in Detroit and only lost off a game-winning field goal, and that's a way better team in a pretty similar atmosphere.
agree.
So I just think the Packers will do enough to take this one 31-27.
Bears, Vikings.
Give me the Vikings, baby. I once again, as I say every week, I really could see us slipping this game up, but with how good we played last week, like
But even if y'all do lose, who cares?
I care.
Well, I'm saying, no, not like, at least you still got 11 wins. You know, like.
No, I agree,
You're locked
but
down the playoffs.
like, because this game will be after the 3 o'clock games, obviously. If the Bills manage to win over the Lions, this game is super important. It's a division game. If we win, we'll have the same record as the Lions, and we could be competing for the North and the number 1 seed.
I'm lying because y'all have but y'all don't have the home field advantage yet. Which after being at the Vikings stadium, home field advantage is a factor.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. I really hope we win this game. I could see us slipping up to the Bears, but they played really bad against the 49ers. So I'm hoping they do that again, and I think we take this one 27-21.
And the Falcons-Raiders, Kirk sucks ass. We both witnessed it in person, but we both got the Falcons correct.
We do both have the Falcons. We don't have a single damn game.
Not a single game.
That's the first time this has happened.
First time.
That's crazy. Hey, I had the final score 23-16.
We hang out for like 48 hours in a row. And
yeah. I think, isn't Desmond Ritter going to be starting? Didn't AOC also get hurt?
Revenge game.
Yeah.
Dude, Aiden O'Connell, like that, I show you like how he got pushed in the back.
Yeah, he died.
It was like such a.
Didn't they end up not calling a penalty on that?
I don't think so.
That's insane.
It's bullshit. No, like Elijah Cain's like that was not cool, bro.
That's crazy. I bet he got fined or something.
Yeah. So let's talk about the game. The fans want to know. What was your experience?
Dude, honestly, like the coolest experience of my life. Honestly, like before we even got to the game, just being in Minnesota, like going to the Twin Stadium, just everything like that. Like the atmosphere was just so sick. But the whole first day, I was just so excited for the next day to get to the game. Before the game, just seeing Vikings fans everywhere. I've never got to like see an atmosphere like that because we live in Texas. And I don't know, I just felt like home. Like I was like, holy shit, look at that jersey. Holy shit. After being to that game, by the way, I'm getting a Teddy Bridgewater jersey. Like I need one.
Have to.
But and then the game, well, before the game, we got to wait outside of this gate, which was right outside of like the team parking lot. We got to see Kevin O'Connell walking in, Ivan Pace, Byron Murphy, Harrison Smith.
Wait.
Get your weight up, little boy. He did yell that at Byron Murphy.
I yelled, get your weight up, little boy, to Byron Murphy.
And we also saw T.J. Hawkinson. We got to see a bunch of players walking to the game, and Kevin O'Connell. That was sick. He was really happy that I got to see Josh McCown, our quarterback coach.
I literally was like, Josh McCown. And Max was, I don't think that's I was like, that was Josh McCown.
It was Josh McCown. And
that was the only guy I could tell easily from his face.
I think you were the only one who knew who he was because nobody else said anything. But and then being in the stadium, dude, it was so sick. The stadium was awesome. The pizza was pretty fire, but it was $40. I bid on 2 jerseys because I was a little too drunk, and then I won both of them and then didn't go down there to pick them up because I was not trying to spend $500 on 2 signed jerseys. And then the game, dude, holy shit, the game was awesome. The guy behind us was so sick with the broken hand. If you're somewhere out there and you managed to see this, I love you, bro. Shout out.
Should I say what he said?
The Philly thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, say it. That was funny.
So, like, it was so funny. So, at first, he was saying something about Big. I got him on my fantasy team. And I lifted up my jersey. I was wearing a Baker jersey underneath because the Bucs were playing at the same time. And I was like, he goes, no. And the Falcons fans behind him was like, get that out of here. And then after, like, the game, because we were talking to him, just, sitting next to each other vibes. And at the end, I was like, yeah, send Kirk's home. He goes, yeah, fuck Kirk. And fuck Philly. Or like something. What did he
just said like he hates people from Philly or something.
Yeah,
like that.
He just said.
Oh, he said he said and fuck people from. He just said and fuck people from Philly.
Yeah,
or
fuck
something.
people from Philly. I'm like, what? Like I literally looked at him like, what?
It's kind of funny though.
It was kind of funny, but I was like,
but where did that come from?
Where did that come from?
No, but he was so funny. At one point in the game, he screamed, "Come on, let's go, Sammy D!" And like the people like 10 rows in front of us were laughing at it, and then we kept saying it. And dude, he was so hyped. Every time it was a third down, he'd be standing up like doing this, telling everyone to stand up.
Yeah, and I had Sam Darnold in a few leagues.
I had Sam Darnold in fantasy against him.
Oh, dude, yeah, and you beat me.
That was honestly like, it's just crazy. So I've only been to 2 NFL games ever. He's been to 3, but two of them were the ones I went to. The one we went to last year was Bucs at Texans, which was one of the best games of the season. C.J. Stroud broke the rookie in-game passing yard record. Holy shit, I can't talk. Rookie in-game passing yard record and got a last-second win. And then this game I got to go to. Sam Darnold threw for 350 and 5 tuds and just played perfect. Like,
and it was Kirk's return.
Exactly. Like,
but you know what the first other game I went to was?
It was
Christian McCaffrey's last game as a Panther.
Oh yeah, that's true. And
Crazy.
Baker had played for both of those teams. Did he not play that game?
Yeah, he wasn't playing for the Panthers.
It was while he was on the Panthers, right?
That might have been his last game before he went to that following team. So
was it Sam Darnold that was playing when you were there?
Yeah.
You've gotten to watch Sam Darnold twice.
I've seen Sam Darnold play.
But now you got to watch. Now you got to watch prime Sam Darnold.
He was way better this
time.
Dude,
he played so good.
That one play.
The Jay Jettis touchdown?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you haven't seen the Jay Jettis touchdown, I can't remember the corner's name because he's a bum. If I thought hard enough, I probably could. But so Sam Darnold scrambling around, trying not to get sacked, right? And I'm so concentrated on that. And then I see everybody pointing, doing this. And I look, and I see Jay Jettis wide open. I'm like, bro, there's no way he just missed that touchdown. And then I see him load that arm up, and then I see the ball, and I'm like, bro, no way he just underthrew him. And then I watch the DB eat shit and watch Jay Jettis go in the end zone, and I can't lie, I did hit the gritty in my seat at the stadium.
Did you see at the end what I did at the end?
I don't think so.
I grittied like all the way down 10 flights and then grittied all the way up 10 flights of stairs.
What did you
Not
yell?
flights, 10
What did
steps.
you yell while we were going down the stairs? Oh, you were like, sure, I'm glad we have Sam Darnold, and nobody said
Yeah,
anything.
I was like, I'm real glad we got Sam Darnold, huh?
Dude, you could have heard a
And there's
cricket
like
on the
100
top
people.
floor.
There's like 100 people. And
Nobody
like the
said
girl
anything.
behind us went like,
By the way, the only 2 Sam Darnold jerseys I saw were both Stephon Diggs jerseys that had tape over it that said Darnold.
speaking of that, what do they do with Sam Darnold?
Dude,
I think you pay him. No, I think you franchise tag him. Give him $40 million for a year. Be like, we're starting you another year. Let JJ sit in behind. Be like, but we're paying you a lot and we're expecting a lot. You start to slip up. We have this guy that we have faith in.
I don't
have an open, honest relationship. We like you a lot and we're willing to pay you $40 million for the year. We'd love to do that. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, I don't hate the franchise tag idea. It's actually a really good idea. I also wouldn't hate giving him like a Baker type deal where it's very affordable, and if something happens, God forbid, we can just move on to J.J. McCarthy. It just depends. We got to see how he does in the playoffs. If we're first-round exits and he plays like shit, I wouldn't hate testing out J.J. McCarthy next year, but it would also suck to move on from him and J.J. McCarthy not play up to how he was.
Sam Darnold's been a top 10 quarterback.
So I do like a situation, and also J.J. McCarthy's so young that if we wanted, we could sign Sam Darnold and let him play out like a 3-year deal, and then J.J. McCarthy would be like 25 and could come in and play for us, and that's how old Sam Darnold is right now. Sam Darnold's older than that. So I think it works out no matter really what we do, because realistically, even though Sam Darnold's playing good ball, he realistically is just managing the game. Like, we have such a good offense, like it's really hard to mess it up. So I think J.J. McCarthy is very capable of doing the same thing, but I kind of hope we do bring him back at least for another year, just especially if we manage to win a playoff game. I say fuck it.
I agree. But it's crazy. So, like, you see, like, C.J. Stroud comes in last year, right? Like, his first year. And people are so ready. C.J. Stroud successful, goes to the playoffs, wins a playoff game. Oh, he's a top 10 quarterback. But then you see guys like Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold come into these teams their first year and play. No one's ready to call them a top 10 quarterback in the league, even though they are being a top 10 quarterback in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same fault that I had with Jared Goff, that I wasn't calling him a top 10 quarterback up to this year. Because you're like, you consider his past when it's like so much different when rookie quarterbacks come in.
Yeah.
And we talked about it too. Your rookie year don't mean shit.
It does not. We were talking about how many like rookie of the years there have been. Like, our first example was Sam Bradford. Like, one rookie of the year and he had a couple good seasons, but he never really did anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think.
But don't you get what I'm saying? Like, how many people are ready to say C.J. Stroud's top 10?
I mean, we were
But
calling
like,
him like
Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, no one's going to be ready to say those guys are top 10. Probably just as good stats last year.
last year.
Baker and C.J. Stroud probably had very similar stats.
Not Sam Darnold though.
You know what I'm saying? But Baker and C.J. Stroud, and then comparing Sam Darnold to those guys last year.
But also, the reason C.J. Stroud got more of like a push last year is because he was drafted 2nd overall. Like,
and
he wasn't supposed to be good, and he did play better than Baker because he was not turning the ball over last year. I don't know what happened this year where he's just turning the ball over. That's insane.
Well, he's gotten sacked 19 times the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, dude, their interior line specifically is dog shit. I remember the Jets game on Halloween. Dude, Quinnen Williams was feasting. It was crazy.
All right, crazy. Yeah, the Vikings situation is really interesting. I'm excited
but
to see.
the thing is, it's a good thing to be in a situation where it's like, do we start this guy or play this quarterback? You know, like having 2 good options. I'd rather be like that than have no good options.
How are you going to approach pre-gaming at the Dolphins game?
Same way. Maybe a little bit less, though.
A little bit
Dude, the first quarter of the Vikings game, for a second, I was like, dude, did I really?
I need to go a little bit more.
Oh, 100%. You need to go a lot bit more. Your tummy was hurting, though.
I know.
But during that, like, not the whole first quarter, but the 5 minutes leading up to the first quarter, for a second, I was like, bro, did I really just ruin my
I need to do better. I
experience?
think I'm telling you, I still feel dehydrated. I think I need to do better about drinking water because we walked around a lot too.
I did bad about drinking water that trip, too. But
so that's what it was.
there's
think for my
there's water in Crown, right?
So. See, but once I was drinking Crown, my body was like, just had a little bit of water. So
Yeah,
like,
no, we need to drink more water, especially in Houston, because I won't make that. We'll be drinking more, honestly, in Houston, because everybody's going to be there.
Yeah. We have no option. All right, Buccaneers! Fucking first seed once again. Feels good. Let's not slip up after this week, please.
This this isn't even about the Buccaneers. Sorry to change the subject, but I saw a post on Instagram, and I might be phrasing it wrong. It could have been a little more specific, but it was like only quarterbacks to ever get 11 wins their first year on a new team. It was Brett Favre and Sam Darnold.
That's sick.
Only 2 quarterbacks to do it.
Was Brett Favre on?
It was on the Vikings.
That's pretty cool.
But how did that go?
NFC. Tracy Porter, do your homework.
The thing is, even if Sam Darnold managed to throw a game-losing interception in the NFC Championship,
That's still better than what everybody expected.
Yeah, we were still in the NFC Championship. He's literally Baker Mayfield from last year. Like,
He is.
genuinely. Last year, and it's not just everybody, it's me included. Like, last year, I thought the Bucs were going to be dog shit. Baker proved me wrong, won a playoff game. Everybody thought the Vikings were going to be dog shit, me included. Sam Darnold's coming in and balling, and hopefully we'll win a couple playoff
What's another
games.
factor in both of those?
Both played for the Panthers and played like shit?
And
Oh, and you knew both times? Yeah, well, the Baker thing, you're going to think Baker's going to do good no matter
but no,
what.
I told you, like,
But you
told
really-
me, you're like, no, Sam Darnold's just playing for this year, and we're going JJ McCarthy. I was like, no, watch, Sam Darnold's gonna ball and
No,
surprise a lot of
you really
people.
did. You knew. Honestly, a lot of like your hot takes, like even the Bryce Young one, starting to pan out. Like, there's a good chance next year that your Bryce Young take is true.
And like
The last 3 weeks,
I think the only one that has really panned out is the Doug Peterson. I still don't think his locker room hasn't given up on Doug Peterson. I think they've had a few. They could have just had a bad year. Maybe they thought they were win now, and they actually weren't. And then
Doug Peterson and Brian Daboll both. I think give Brian Daboll one more year. If they get a rookie quarterback this year, here's the thing: do you think the Giants are better off going quarterback this year, or getting Travis Hunter being bad for another year, and then getting Arch Manning?
dude, and he that's Eli's nephew. That's a moneymaker too.
I didn't even think about the
Money
fact that he
maker.
would be on the Giants and he'd be a
Moneymaker.
Manning. I didn't even
he'd
think
be
about that.
he'd be like the favorite. Like he would sell $1 billion. Like
Did you know tickets to the Saints Giants game were going down to $1?
I know that's pretty lit.
We should, or we don't live in New York. If I live in New York, I'm going.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? I'd be like, okay.
The thing is, that game was so ass though. Like that game was so
and then
bad.
you still just have to pay $40 for a beer.
I don't know if you saw because we didn't watch the game. Did you see that the Saints went on a game-winning field goal block?
No, I didn't see.
Or I think it was like if they make field goal, they tie, and the Saints blocked it. You know, the Giants fan are a little bit like, yes,
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think at this point, like your team sucks, dude.
just lose.
I think the Giants, the Raiders, both. It's like they're not close.
Yeah. There was another play where Drew Lock was like scrambling, and he had a free first down, and he like kind of like juked to the outside and didn't get the first down. And they're like, hey, make the tanking a little less obvious. This is like fans and meme pages are saying?
That's so funny. And then Dolphins, Texans. How excited are you for that game?
Dude, I'm really excited. So, leading up to the Vikings game, I was a little like more excited for this just because like all of our friends are going. I don't think it's gonna live up to the Vikings
No,
game.
it
Like
won't be at all.
that was genuinely like the Vikings game was like a childhood dream of mine. This is just like going and having fun with my boys and watching a sick football game. But it
Seeing
don't.
Zach get really high for a Dolphins game would be
No,
fun.
and I really want the Dolphins to win for him specifically. But just being at a game with my boys and like watching another, and I think it's gonna be a good game. Like we haven't been to a bad NFL game, so I hope it's a fucking good game.
I need Devon Achane and Tyreek to go off.
Yeah, I do. I need Achane to go off as well. And then I think Nico Collins. I have 2 fantasy players, and I'm going to make a fat parlay. Oh, speaking of parlays,
Oh yeah.
the Vikings won, so obviously I'm happy. But I had 2 parlays. One was 4 legs. The only leg that didn't hit was Darnell Mooney's under, and he didn't, like, he touched the ball, like, once in the second half. He got it all in the first half, so that sucks. And then the other one, I took Kirk to throw 2 touchdowns, or 2 interceptions, and Jay Jettis to get 140 receiving yards. Kirk threw 2 interceptions, and Jay Jettis got 132 receiving yards. I would have won $250 if both of those hit. So that kind of sucked, but the Vikings win made up for
but
it.
then we were walking through the stadium. I was like, fuck it. I want to place another parlay. And then I was going to do Justin Jefferson, 2 interceptions hit. Sorry. Justin Jefferson, 2 touchdowns hit.
and Kirk
2 interceptions hit.
Yeah.
I was going to do that.
And you didn't have money in your
And I didn't have money in my account. I was like, I don't feel like depositing it. And I was literally, it was $5 to pay 130.
Yeah.
And it hit.
Imagine you were like, fuck, I'm going to deposit 50 and put it on it, and you win like $1,300.
Dude, I've been like, stay another night.
I would have paid for more than the trip.
Yeah, I would have.
Hopefully I can hit a fat parlay in Houston to pay for that trip. That'd be sick.
That would be cool. It's going to be so fun.
I'm really excited.
And
Grant, if you're
Seven
watching,
gets
fuck
to
you.
go.
Grant, if you're watching.
Dude, I think we got to get Ermac to like throw pebbles on his roof.
At Grant?
On his window, on Grant's window, with like a jukebox and sing him like a love song.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
I forgot Seven's going. Dude, we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Grant needs to go.
Drink some fucking beer.
It's only 2 nights.
That's what I'm saying, but it's whatever, bro.
I get it.
He's not caving. I tried. Screw you, Grant.
We didn't try. We had to just kidnap him.
That's a good idea.
Bro
I should tell his
Bro
mom.
wants to see his family.
Yeah, like you love your
Asshole.
mom more than your friends. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
These power rankings.
Yeah, let's
Wrap
go
this
and get into
bitch
power
up.
rankings.
All right, the week 15. So sad. All right, getting into the power rankings. I'm just going to speed through these bottom 10 until one specific team because I want to talk about them, but there's not much to say
And
about
I'll do the
these
same.
teams.
If I don't have anything to say, I won't say anything.
All right, I'm just going to speed until number 26. Number 32, the Giants. Number 31, the Raiders. Number 30, the Titans. Number 29, the Jags. Number 28, the Patriots. Number 27, the Browns. Number 26, the New York Jets.
I think that's perfect.
It's just so weird. I had the Jets like almost winning the the AFC East this year.
Same.
And
they're ass.
they're officially out of playoff contention. Did you see the clip of them telling Rodgers like this is y'all's 14th straight year no playoffs?
Clip.
Oh yeah, you did. And he was so pissed.
But he's like, I've been 1 year.
Well, so I was watching Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco's podcast, and they were talking about it, and they were like, what he's not getting is the reason they're asking him is because he was the one who was supposed to change that.
Well, he said like that when he first got there, like he was like that Super Bowl trophy case like a little empty.
That's what I'm saying. And now
like,
you're not even going to be in the playoffs.
Super Bowls.
Like, dude, and the thing is, like, some of the like coaching could be better, and some of the other team play could be better. But you're Aaron Rodgers. You were the one that's supposed to change everything. And also, dude, justice for Robert Saleh, bro. They had one of the best defenses in the league while he was there, and he left. And the defense got so much worse. And, like, clearly, I was saying that Nathaniel Hackett was the problem, genuinely. Or I did kind of shit on Robert Saleh. I was a little too far-fetched. But I was shitting mainly on Nathaniel Hackett, and that was damn true. But it's just so weird, the Jets being this bad. Anyways, number 25, another team I want to talk about is the Panthers. 25 is low, but for the Panthers, that's good as shit.
That is good
I
as
could
shit.
see them finishing up at, like, 20, honestly. You were
could
right
too.
about the Panthers, or slightly right.
I didn't have them make. I think I had them 8 and 9 or 7 and 10.
I don't remember what you did a little
I had
too
them
much.
second in the division.
Yeah.
It could easily be possible. It won't, but it could have easily happened with some.
I mean,
some
and
games.
also they have to play like weirdly good teams because of
Yeah.
because divisions play same divisions. Like
yeah.
next year with them having a pretty easy schedule and another good draft pick. So I was watching a video today about just like breaking down what happened this week. Have you ever watched That's Good Sports? It's like this 40-year-old-ish guy, and he just like it's kind of like what I told you, like the style I kind of want to do. He literally like every week he's like the winner and losers of this week's, but he's like really funny, and he just talks about football. And he was talking about the Panthers. He was like the Panthers compared to how they looked a couple months ago, it went from wow, we wasted a number 1 overall pick and traded all of this for this quarterback that isn't successful to now being like, okay, this player is turning into really who we wanted him to be, and we're gonna have another good draft pick on top of that. They really like have turned their shit around.
And Dave Canales, bro. I called Dave Canales too. I
wasn't that worried about Dave Canales because the beginning of a season as a head coach with a not very good team, like, what are you going to do?
But he knew what he was doing benching him. I even thought it was dumb, but I think it clearly worked out. I think Bryce Young was scared every week. Like, he's like, we suck. He doesn't want to get hit, so he's throwing picks.
Yeah.
Like,
and he really is playing like Bama Bryce Young right now. Like, he's extending plays, making good throws. Like, he really is looking good.
Get him an actual receiver.
If they can draft, dude, if they get Travis Hunter, that'd be crazy. Next up at number 25, we have the Panthers are 25. We have the Bears at 24. Nothing.
I mean, that's just pretty.
Number
like,
23, the Saints. Number
same.
22, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And then number 21, the Bengals.
Crazy.
If we're talking about best,
They could beat every team easily.
that's what I was just about to say. If we're talking about best teams in the league, the Bengals,
Will beat
or I
your
guess
best.
you can't say team because their defense is bad enough to make them this bad, clearly.
Yeah, but they'll still put up 40 on your favorite team.
Yeah, like they are very capable of being a top 10 team, and they're below the bottom, or they're in the bottom 10, basically. That's
crazy.
you know, I had them winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
Like, that just sucks. And the thing is, if they made the playoffs, they probably could win the Super Bowl. That's the thing
Yeah,
that sucks about it. Like,
that is funny.
damn, dude, if they can get some defensive pieces.
Hey, shout
this
out Jamar
offseason-
Chase and Joe Burrow for getting me into the playoffs, though.
That is true. If
Was Mom sad that she didn't get in the playoffs?
I actually haven't talked to her about it because she has the same record as like 2 people in the playoffs. She went 7 and 7.
So, yeah, me, but since she lost, I made it over her.
That sucks. But you know, the Bengals, if they could really add some pieces in the offseason to the defense, they'll be perfectly fine. They're having a bad season. Hopefully, they'll get a decent enough draft pick to get some good, capital. But
Yeah.
next up at number 20, the Colts.
Yeah, another team who could.
They're on the come up.
The Bengals are better low key, but
Anthony
I think it was
Richardson,
record-wise.
kind of like the Bryce Young situation, started off bad, got benched a couple games, and he honestly kind of has been figuring his shit out.
It's almost like you shouldn't just throw them right into the dumpster fire right away.
I agree. But yeah, the Colts, they're on the come up. I think, honestly, with how the Texans have been playing, it really wouldn't shock me if the Colts like made it to where in week 18, like they had a chance to win this division. Like, I'm not necessarily saying they're going to, but I think it'll come down to the last couple weeks. Number 19, the Falcons. No, they're just going down and down.
If they
down.
don't play the Bucks, they're ass.
Yeah, dude. Imagine they lose to the Raiders. If they lose to the Raiders, the division y'all's like.
Yeah, we got it. Like no question. We're 2 wins ahead. If we beat the if we're 2 wins ahead.
Well, no, even if y'all lose to the Chargers, if they lose to the Raiders, they're screwed because the rest of y'all's schedule after the Chargers is free.
Well, Panthers. We have to play the Panthers again.
Yeah, I think y'all.
That's a tough game, and the Saints again. But they lost Derek Carr. He has a fractured left hand, so he could still play.
But they said he's gonna miss multiple weeks.
Who do we play?
Antoine Winfield's out multiple weeks. How does that make you feel?
Sit him out till playoffs, and hopefully we have a chance.
Yeah, y'all's defense is ass anyway, so I don't think don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but with how bad y'all's defense has been playing,
our defense played great last week.
Yeah, but
the Raiders.
Exactly. Number 18, the 49ers.
I think they're going back to climbing up. They looked great last week.
But it was against the Bears. I don't know. Every week I was like, the 49ers are gonna be fine. The 49ers are gonna be fine.
If they beat the Rams, I think this week, if they
beat
win,
the Rams and the Seahawks lose to the Packers,
they're back on track.
They're back on track.
If they lose, they're done for the season, I think.
I agree. I don't think they will lose this week, but
I thought you were going to pick the Rams.
Nah, I just think the 49ers are due for a win, dude.
The Rams are so
I've
good.
said that the 49ers are due for a win one too many times, but isn't it crazy that Shanahan can just throw any running back into his offense and be fine?
I know.
Christian McCaffrey's a system running back confirmed.
How many yards could I average in Shanahan's? 10 carries.
The thing is, I think you could average 7 yards a carry because you're going to get 1 carry for 7 yards and get hit so hard that you're out the rest of the game.
What if I just fall? I don't know. It depends who we're going against.
Here's the thing. If I'm in the Niners offense, I'm averaging just like you, 7-8 yards a carry. I'm going to have a wide open hole. I'm going to sprint through it. I'm going to get lit up, and I'm going to be out there for the rest of the game. Hey, I'm quick enough. I can get a few yards if I get some good blocks.
If I get a good hole.
Exactly.
If I get a gaping. Have you noticed they be saying gaping hole all the time?
I told Zach yesterday, they need to ban the word penetration from sports commentating.
And gaping hole.
Yeah. Somebody the other day said
like
that
gaping holes, but I don't want to hear
an
when I'm
announcer
watching
the other day
football
said
eating
that
buffalo wings.
the players looked inebriated. Do you know what that means?
Like white?
It means drunk.
Oh, that's weird.
And there's a word that says it's called, or I think it's unmolested. Somebody said that too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You should not be able to say those words. And stop saying penetrated. That's weird.
What about Deshaun Watson's
Number
victim?
17, the Cardinals. I could see these two teams being flipped, but I think the last time the Cardinals played the Niners, they won. So who really cares? I mean,
I like it.
I think they're just as bad and just as good as each other.
Yeah.
Number 16, another team on the come up, the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel still has a 1-15 record against winning teams. Don't forget that. And the one winning team was the Cowboys.
Hey, he has a chance to get one this week.
Yeah, that is true. Come on, Mike McDaniels.
Wait. I would change to the Texans because of that, but I don't want to I'm not going to pick because I want to root for the Dolphins.
You can root for the Texans. Who cares?
No, I want to root for the Dolphins.
Okay, I got you.
I have them Achane and Tyreek in fantasy.
That's true. That's true. Number 15, the Buccaneers.
Above the top half, that's all that matters.
Yeah, A15. Or that's
Who's above us that's not projected to make the playoffs?
The Rams.
Okay.
Because you had the Bucks above the Rams like an idiot, but I had the Rams enough above the Bucks that it even out.
Nah, you probably jingled it.
No, okay, I didn't, but the Rams are better than the Bucks. The Rams beat the Bills.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
If y'all played the Bills, it would be rough.
What if? Okay, but if the Lions beat the Bills,
that's not how that works. Okay, I'm not even going to acknowledge what you just said. Number 14, the Rams.
Yeah, fair.
Like we
I
just
think it is. No, I
that
think it's
win
fair.
against the Bills was so impressive.
That was
when
really
Puka,
impressive.
because Puka and Cooper Kupp haven't really gotten to play together that often these last 2 years. Because Kupp was injured last year, they both have
Puka's
injuries
so
this
good,
year.
dude.
When they are both on the field, they can beat any team.
Is Puka good or is Stafford really good?
No,
Or both?
Puka's good. Puka has some of the best hands in the league.
Could Puka be good on the Browns?
I mean, I don't think
Not the
anybody can be good
same.
on the Browns, but
Well-
dude, Puka.
He's
this,
so good.
This might be glaze, but he the way he plays reminds me of Julio Jones. His hands,
That's so
dude.
random.
His hands, dude,
That is
are
really-
insane.
but I get what you're saying.
Half of his impressive catches, I'm like, that's some shit Julio Jones would do.
And that toe tap he had, what the fuck?
Exactly, dude. Puka Nacua is such a dog.
He's a dog.
The Rams
He needs
are
a
gonna be fine
haircut,
forever.
though.
Yeah, dude. He had a pregame interview, not this week, but last week, where he didn't have his helmet on. It was before the game. I was
That's
bro,
bad.
you look like Maui.
What did his brother say? My legs are gone.
My knees are gone. Oh yeah, my legs are gone.
Get out.
Number 13, the Texans.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I mean, good record, but you don't play good. So, yeah, Diggs being out is kind of sad,
That is kind of sad.
but I don't think it changes
But I
that
mean,
much.
Yeah, like I mean, I agree.
But it does suck, like, his first year on his new team, and whatever. Number 12, the Seahawks. Started off 3-0, went to 3-5, and now they're 8-5.
Yeah, who would have guessed that we had it? Yeah.
So they either go on a winning
3 in
streak.
a row, 5 down, 4 in a row.
They're either on a
5 in a
winning.
row.
So if they lose this week, next week, bet against them because
Yeah.
they're not gonna go back and forth. They're either gonna go on a winning streak or a losing streak.
Yeah.
Sounds like me in fantasy. Actually, it's all winning streaks in fantasy for me. Number 11, the Commies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're.
could see them not making the playoffs. I could see them slipping.
No, I could see the same thing. Just because the NFC is so tight right now, like we've said, 3 spots will go to the North, which leaves 1 wild card spot, which I could see going to the Rams. I could see going to the Niners. I could see going to the Bucs or Falcons. Probably not. But, it's just weird. Like, But
I think the
their
only
win
way
last week was
the
good.
only way NFC South team gets it is if the Falcons win out and we get it.
yeah,
at
but I
10-7.
don't think if
Or we go, or they can't even go 11-6.
Yeah. So other than the North, I personally think if a team gets a wild card spot that isn't
the Commanders.
the East, it'll be the West.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, 2 teams will make it out of the South. But that was just like hypothetically. But
Yeah.
the Commanders are a very good team. They had a bye, but their win against the Titans was pretty impressive, which obviously isn't a very good team. But they get another pretty easy game here against the Saints. If they can get this win, which they really should, I think they'll kind of secure their spot. And then they have the Falcons coming up too. I don't know the rest of their schedule, but they have pretty easy games coming up. Number 10, the Broncos. Dude, I had the Broncos finishing like 3-14 at the beginning of the season, or 4-13 or something.
You know what's crazy? I said Bo Nix was like a bottom 10 quarterback playing wise this season.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he was playing like shit right around that start.
No, when we did that, I remember because dude, I could not have put Bo Nix on this list. You were just like, I didn't know who to put. So I had to put Bo Nix.
Yeah, that was.
But dude, Bo Nix has been balling. Like,
Yeah, he's good.
and Cortland Sutton's a dog. Cortland Sutton's one of my favorite players, and you know that.
Yeah,
I
he-
love
he
Cortland Sutton.
plays
Zach knows that too. Me and Zach always argue about who's better, Cortland Sutton or Jalen Waddle.
I thought you were gonna say Cortland Sutton or Darnell Mooney.
No, Darnell Mooney is a dog, but I think Cortland Sutton's better than
What
both of
Zach
them.
would say Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, Zach loves Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney is really good, though.
He is really good.
Dude, fuck Darnell Mooney. He ruined my parlay because he's so good. Should have taken his over. Number 9, the Chargers. Yeah. Wanted to bump him
They're
down.
gonna go down after this week. Woo!
Possibly. I don't know. They lost, but they also lost to a team that has 1 loss. So, and it's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like, you really can't judge them that much. And they really did not play good that game. They didn't score a single.
Hey, they couldn't take the Chiefs to overtime. We could, so that.
They also didn't score a single point in the first half. Like, you can't do that.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. Dude, that canker's on my tongue. I just cut it. That hurt really bad. Number 8, the Ravens.
Yeah.
A team that really, like, on paper is a top, 3 team,
Yeah.
but they're just capable of losing
And their
games.
record wise is not the best. They've lost some shitty teams, but once they get into the playoffs, you don't want to play them in the playoffs.
Unless the
Let's
Chiefs.
play the Chiefs. Yeah.
Number 7, the Packers.
Yeah.
Pretty close game against the Lions there. I think they played really good. I think it really sucks to be them. You have 9 wins and you're 3rd in your division. Like, that's just
It's
insane.
crazy they have 9 wins, and I don't see them going to the Super Bowl at all.
I had them going to the Super Bowl in my preseason predictions, but
You don't see it anymore.
not anymore. Definitely not. But I think they'll win a playoff game or two. Like, if they played the Vikings in the playoff, I think they would beat us.
Really?
Yeah, probably. But moving on. Number 6, the Steelers, dude. They are balling. Dude, remember whenever we thought Fields should have still been the starter?
We were wrong. Should have done our homework, as they say.
Yeah, dude. Russ is a dog. They didn't even have George Pickens and managed to win, which sucks, by the way. George Pickens and Greg Newsom have been going at it, and then George Pickens didn't even play. Like,
That does suck.
but,
George Pickens is so fun to watch.
dude, I love the Steelers. Like, that team is really good. Like,
It is.
defense is good. Offense is good.
And
I think
people need to give Mike Tomlin his respect, too.
I know, dude. No losing records, and not only that, this season they're like a dominant, really good team. It's not just another 9-8 bullshit
But he's
thing.
had a lot of dominant great seasons.
I know, dude. Shout out Mike Tomlin.
He's won
honestly.
like 2 or 3 Super Bowls.
I think Big Ben got 2.
No, yeah, so he only has 2.
Yeah, Big Ben does have 2, right?
Yeah.
He beat the Cardinals.
And the Seahawks.
Okay, yeah. Number 5, the
And
Bills.
lost to the Packers, so they went to another one.
Yeah, that's Rodgers' only Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Rodgers is the most overrated quarterback of all time. Moving on to number 5, the Bills.
Yeah.
I had this team at 4, but I gave you the benefit of the doubt because we have 5 and 4 slopped. We had 5 and 4 swapped.
And your favorite team is 4.
And I was just record. I mean,
Yeah.
the only reason I would personally had
And
the
they
Bills,
just lost.
but the reason I had the Bills above them, the team they lost to also beat the Vikings, and I think the Bills are a better team on top
Dude, the
of it.
Rams beat y'all and the fucking...
No, I've been saying that's why I want the Niners to win that division, or
The
the Rams to win
because
that
they can
division
beat
because they can
anybody.
beat any team. The Seahawks are going to be first round exits, so would the Cardinals,
That's
and the Niners
crazy.
could also be any team. Like,
The Rams beat the Bills and y'all.
I know.
But
It's
that's
kind of
like us. But that's like
that's
us.
what I was just about to say. Y'all beat
But
the Eagles.
You're saying like you want the Rams, so it's the same thing. You'd way rather the Bucks get in the Falcons because the Bucks are more willing to be a team.
No, easily.
Like if the Falcons play the Lions, they have no chance.
Yeah, no.
You're
100%.
saying the Bucks have a way better chance.
Yeah, I think the Lions but I also think the Rams have a better chance against the Lions than y'all do.
Because it would be a Stafford.
Well, he's lost the last 2.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I just think the Rams are a more competitive team at the end of the day.
Better coach.
That's what I was just about to say. McVay's a dog and Todd Bowles is not.
Yeah.
Number 4, the Minnesota Vikings. There we go.
Yeah.
Dude,
I love it.
Even though I feel a little sketch about this year, it's just so good finally being a fan of a good team.
Where the fuck is the 3 spot? I know the 2. Who's that 3?
The Eagles.
Yeah, crazy.
The Eagles are so good.
Did I have the Eagles above the Vikings too? I think I did.
No, you had the Eagles at 5.
Okay.
But I had the Eagles at 3.
I think I had the Eagles at 4.
Something like that. You had the Eagles. I don't even know. But the Eagles I think are better than the Vikings. Oh, yeah, you had the Vikings at 3. That's what it was. And I had the Eagles at 3. So the Eagles were above them. But, yeah, the Eagles, they're good. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. Defense has looked good. I think Jalen Hurts needs to step it up a little bit. These last couple games passing haven't really been too good. But he's capable of, picking it up, especially with the receivers he has. And then number 2, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Devil Magic is insane. It's crazy that no matter what happens, they're going to win.
They're so good.
And come playoffs,
They have 12 fucking wins.
No, and come playoffs, they're gonna play even better. They already clinched the division, by the way. I don't know if you knew that, but
so they already clinched their division. Do they just fucking?
No, because you want the 1 seed.
Yeah.
One seed is
How
important.
many wins do they need for the 1 seed?
What's the next team in the AFC? It's
The
the Bills and the Steelers.
They would need if the Bills and the Steelers lose and they win. Dude, they could. There's a chance. There's a world where they don't have to play the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, there
and
really
Mahomes
is.
and Kelsey gets 3 weeks off to prepare for playoffs.
And regardless, when the Chiefs get in the playoffs, they play better. They're already winning off all this voodoo devil magic, and then on top of that, they're gonna be playing insane in the playoffs. Chiefs just probably gonna make it to the Super Bowl again. And I'll probably won't be mad if they win because it'll be a 3-peat. But if they win in the playoffs like this, I'll be mad. If they play Josh Allen and Josh Allen plays a great game and then some bullshit happens at the end and Josh Allen loses again, I would be really sad.
I know. I would be so sad too.
And if they go to Super Bowl, I'll be fine and happy and they win unless it's the Vikings playing them. And then number 1, the Detroit Lions. Do we even need to say anything else?
There's a chance after this week.
The Vikings could be 1.
The Vikings could be 1.
No, because the Eagles are going to win.
Yeah, the Eagles are gonna
the Chiefs would be 1.
The Chiefs are going to win. But I'm saying there's a chance that the Lions are finally getting dethroned for 1. They've been 1 6 weeks in a row.
If they lose this week, the Chiefs will be number 1.
Yeah.
Because who do the Chiefs play again? It's an easy... The Browns.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs will win.
Yeah, the Lions will go down 3 or 4 spots probably if they lose.
I think I'd still have them at 2.
I think I have them at 2.
Actually, I think I might put the Eagles above them.
Yeah.
It just depends on how the Eagles play. Because the Eagles play who?
Steelers.
Oh, the Steelers. If the Eagles win and the Lions lose, I'll probably
That's
go the
like a
Eagles above them.
sneaky Super Bowl match.
No, the 3 o'clock games are insane.
Those aren't.
We got Patriots,
And I
Cardinals, not insane. We have Colts, Broncos, Bills, Lions, Bucks, Chargers, and Steelers, Eagles.
I'm excited for Bucks.
I'm happy that all the noon games are kind of shit. The one good noon game there is, we're gonna be at. So this Sunday was the least amount of football I've ever watched on a Sunday because I didn't watch any of the other games. I was at the Vikings game.
You
Got a
missed
couple
most of the
glimpses.
3 o'clock games.
Got a couple glimpses at the Bucks game because of him. But I did watch the rest of the 3 o'clock games. But I took a fat nap during the first half of the 3 o'clock games, and then only one of them really ended up being a good game. So, I was fine with how it went. So hopefully it's like that again.
I didn't watch the second half of the Monday night game either, which I hate. It kind of sucks.
I watched all of them.
That's
Monday
one
night
thing
game.
that I'm pissed about this trip is that I'm not watching Red Zone all day on Sunday.
Yeah, no. The thing is, it didn't bother me that much because it was a Vikings.
But it doesn't bother me the day of. But when I get home, I'm like, I fucking wasted. I
So,
wish I could just do that on Monday.
Well, you should. A YouTube channel you should really watch. Free plug. I'm just kidding. He's already famous. It's so funny. His YouTube name is Barry McCockiner.
What?
He's just I don't know how old he is. He doesn't show his face, but he's so funny, and his videos are recaps of the NFL week, and he plays the NFL highlights of the game and breaks down what happened, but while also being super funny. Dude, during his Vikings game recap, it showed us missing our field goal, and he was and the young Wick was just, "This is how you make field goal," or said it in a super racist Asian accent. Dude, I need to send you one of his videos. He's so funny.
I do need to check him out.
No, but so I watched his videos and caught up on all the new games. So shout out, bro.
Dude, this can be a fun weekend, man.
And then the Sunday after that, we will be in Dallas watching the Buccaneers. What sucks is, I do think the Bucks are gonna win.
Oh, we're gonna be on the road on Sunday.
Yeah, but it's a night game. We'll get to watch all the games.
On the road, that kind of sucks.
Not if we leave early enough. What time's our check-in at our hotel?
3. It's like a 4. Yeah, we'll literally because we'll be on the road.
So we can watch the noon games on the road.
And then watch 3 o'clock.
Watch 3 o'clock games and then go to the game. But what I was gonna say, I do think the Bucks are gonna win. But of all the NFL games we go to, this is gonna be like the worst one, just because like the Bucks are capable of struggling on offense, and the Cowboys normally struggle on offense with Cooper Rush. Like it's just probably gonna be like the thing is any NFL game you're at is not boring. Like even when they're because every small thing is awesome at an NFL game. Like every first down, the fans are cheering. Every punt, the fans are cheering.
It does suck that these next 2 games we're rooting for the away teams.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit. We'll all be rooting for the same team, so
true. It's like
we're our home team.
We'll have to fight.
I just hope no Dallas fans say anything. Or actually, no, I hope they do.
Yeah, because
fuck
I'm like,
Dallas.
y'all fucking suck.
I hate Dallas. If somebody says something, I'm gonna be like, when was y'all's last Super Bowl? Because I'm gonna look like a Bucks fan. I'm gonna be wearing my Baker jersey, and rooting for the Bucks. I mean, I basically will be a Bucks fan.
Yeah, I was just full on.
I'm really happy this is a night game. Like we've never been. We've never been to an NFL primetime game.
A Sunday night game.
Waiting all day for Sunday night.
Yeah, we better leave around like a good time and get some good sleep. I think that's a good priority.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's the drive to Dallas? Like 5 hours?
Yeah.
So to make it there by 3, you said is our check-in?
Yeah.
We need to leave what, like 9? Yeah. Or no, 10.
10, yeah.
We'll get plenty of sleep.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm excited.
I am excited.
But we still got this weekend coming up. And then we got no more NFL games. That's going to be sad.
That's what I'm not excited for.
But at least we'll get to look forward to Christmas after the Dallas game. Then after Christmas, we can kill ourselves.
Yeah. That's a good way to go out.
No, because we have to at least wait till after the Super Bowl.
No, because honestly, Superman Legacy comes out next year. They're coming out the new Superman movie. So like, if that sucks, I'll probably kill myself.
There we go. Well, that's gonna be all for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. 3 days after you're watching this, or maybe while you're watching it, we'll be in Houston watching the game. Yeah, not too bad. I'll take it. Well, thank you for tuning in. We love y'all. Anything you want to add other than glazing Baker?